You're listening to the Cantina Cast, your home for thought-provoking Star Wars talk. Join Albert and Chris in breaking down the latest news, trailers, movies, TV shows, games, books, and of course, your favorite characters from a galaxy far, far away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cantina Cast. My name is Albert Padilla, and this is a Patreon exclusive, episode 653, where we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff here on the Waystation. This is your source for Star Wars news and rumors. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I have no clue what happened. We were streaming, the intros were rolling, it's all in the cloud, and it just came to a screeching halt. So we're back. Lisa back. Hey, Chris.
Lisa back.
Chris is with me, of course. Chris, sorry about that. Didn't mean to leave you in the dark like that for a while.
It's okay. I work in technology. That's what I do as a profession. And I know there can be some gremlins in there sometimes. It just got to us this time.
Yeah, it's never happened. I'm going to blame Restream, honestly. It's, okay. Anyways, hey, thank you guys for joining us here. We're going to break down a few things. But before we get started, Chris, how about some shout outs and thank yous to some very special people?
Sure. We want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for their support of the Cantina Cast. We would like to welcome back Jeremy Reese, who is part of our We Are All the Republic tier. Thank you for coming back and becoming a Patreon subscriber again. And we'd also like to welcome a new Delusions of Grandeur member, my good friend Vanessa Sorensen. Thank you so much for supporting us. And then we have our now part of the tribe members: Alex, Danny, Dante, Daz. I've got a Brad Feeling, Jackson, Jacob, Josh, Mike Borda, Paisley, Rita Reborn, Sharkman Dan, Uncle Leon, Will I Am, and William B. Then we have our Delusions of Grandeur members. Now this is Rod Racing, Steve, Rob, and Vanessa. Thank you so much for your support of the Cantina Cast.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for all of that. If you guys are interested in going up a tier, you can visit us on the Patreon site, change a tier if you'd like, or you can scan the QR code that we got here. And then, Chris, what do we got coming up here on future episodes?
So tomorrow, we're going to be breaking down the penultimate episodes of Maul Shadow Lord, episodes 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Look for that breakdown tomorrow night. It's going to be a public show. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be continuing our Road to Celebration series. Next Wednesday, we're going to talk about managing the queue. If you've ever tried to buy concert tickets, or maybe you've tried to purchase celebration tickets in the past, you're very familiar with the little green walking man that will start walking as soon as you enter the queue, and then you see it progress more and more and more from left to right. You see that, and that's when you know your place in line is about to come up. We're going to talk about some best practices to help you, manage that, give yourself the best opportunity to get into the cart early so that you can purchase your celebration tickets. And that's coming this Wednesday. Next Sunday, we'll have a Patreon exclusive to be determined. And then on Sunday, May 17th, we're going to have The Mandalorian Grogu, the final hype, because at the end of that week, the movie will be releasing finally, and we're going to cover the final hype up to that much anticipated Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's just, we knew this was coming, that we were going to be having just a ton of stuff coming at us, but we've got, like you said, Maul Shadow Lord. We're down to 4 episodes, past the halfway mark at this point. We've got the Road to Celebration. That was a huge success, by the way. We've had a lot of great feedback from folks that had a chance to tune in or catching it now afterwards. So, very insightful if you guys are planning on going to Celebration. And then, Mando Grogu, which we're going to get into here in just a little bit. There's all kinds of stuff happening with that. But it looks like the Disney media blitz has officially begun. Like, it is, I mean, I don't know that we've had a chance to breathe. I mean, it's just like one thing after another that they've been sending over to us. So lots of stuff there. But, okay, so let's do this. I'm going to share my screen, and I'll pull up some of these websites and things that we're going to talk about. And I thought, in no particular order, usually I try to group these up, but I don't know. We can go pretty much all over the place here. So let's start with some fun stuff. I want to talk about the Mando Grogu Burger King thing, right? So if you remember maybe you weren't around, but back in 1977, Burger King was one of the first people that did merch with like merchandise tie-ins, marketing tie-ins with Star Wars and Lucasfilm. And so they actually did some, do you remember the glasses, the little, what were they called? They were the Burger King glasses, but
yeah, they were the glass, like pint glasses.
Yeah, the pint glasses. Yeah, exactly. And so what we've got here is a similar, well, not really the same thing. And I'll blow this up here in a second. I just got to get everything reorganized here because ever since when that technical difficulty happened, it resized everything. But yeah, so Burger King has kind of like the exclusive here on the merch. So you can see they've got the little Burger King box over there. They've got the different cups. They're even doing a special crown. You know, when you go to Burger King, if you don't know this, you can ask them for a gold crown that they still have. They've had this forever. When I was a kid, well, it was the first thing we went in and got, right? Everybody got a Burger King crown, and they still do it. But they've got a special Mandalorian crown, so you can put that on your head. They've got the popcorn, or not the popcorn, but the chicken nuggets and stuff like that. But let's see, April 21st is when this came out, starting May 4th, so it won't be out until next week. You can get a couple different things. They've got the BBQ Bounty Whopper, served in a helmet-shaped carton inspired by the galaxy's most legendary bounty hunter, loaded with melty Swiss, crispy pickled chips, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and smothered in creamy Bounty BBQ sauce. Then they've got Grogu's Blue Cookie Shake, which I think is this cookie shake right here. So it looks like it's got the macaroon stuff on there. A hyperspace swirl of creamy soft serve blended with blue sugar cookie syrup and topped with Grogu's favorite snack, blue cookies.
I think I have to get me one of those.
I'm going to have to try them.
I'm a sucker for a good milkshake.
So the problem is, like, the Burger Kings, are, at least in Austin, they're non-existent. Like, I know where I live, there aren't any. And if there are, there's like no one there ever there at that place. It's almost like the Jack in the Boxes around this area too. They're just not around there. So I'm gonna have to go drive pretty far to find one of these. But I do want to try them out. They've got Grogu's garlic chicken fries, the Imperial Cheddar Ranch tots, served in an Imperial themed carton on those. And then they've got 4 collectible cups. I think these are plastic cups, but they got the Bounty Bundle, which you can get all 4, special box, including all 4 menus. Then they've got BBQ Bounty Whopper combo and the 12-piece Grogu's garlic chicken fry combo. So if you get one of those combos, you get one of the 4 collectible cups. So it's similar to what we had, I guess. Not really, but I mean, we had the last tie-in. Well, we've had a couple of tie-ins, but the one that always comes to mind is episode 1 and, Taco Bell and Pizza Hut and those guys there, right? But what do you think about this? I mean, are you a big Burger King guy?
So no, for me, Burger King, I'll get in a mood when I want a Whopper, and the only reason why is because they actually by default will add mayonnaise to the burger, whereas most like Whataburger, McDonald's, and Wendy's they'll just add ketchup and mustard. But they by default they add mayonnaise. So if I feel like a mayonnaise on a burger type of day, I'll go to Burger King. But it's not a staple by any means. I don't think I've ever tried any version of their chicken fries, but I'm definitely going to try these because with the garlic Grogu garlic chicken fries. Everything else with yes, the shake. Yes, I'm definitely going to probably have multiple shakes because that sounds delicious. But everything else, like the tots and stuff like that, I'll probably pass on. I'm definitely going to get one of those crowns too. I think I still ask for a crown when it's the same thing when I go like to Long John Silver's, that's really very rare because there's hardly any more. But I asked for the pirate hat. I asked for that too. But yeah, definitely. And also, see, they have that cool looking box. I'm going to definitely ask, get my meal in that box because that looks pretty cool. But yeah, no, I'm actually happy for this. I'm happy they went with the burger chain. I know, like you mentioned in the past, like for episode 1, they had that, the deal with the 3 companies that were together. I forgot the name of the overall company, but it's the company that owned Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC. Yeah. And while I like all of those, all the food there from those 3 restaurants, I would have preferred that it came with a restaurant that their primary dish is burgers. So I'm happy that it's going to be with Burger King.
Yeah. And I think at the time it was owned by Pepsi, and now there's a larger conglomerate that owns all of them. But this is we in Michigan, there's a Burger King on every block. They're just all over the place. And so we grew up on a healthy diet of Burger King and McDonald's, and and not so much Taco Bell. But yeah, I mean, the Whopper, I like that. If you've never had their chicken fries, they're pretty good. I'll say that I don't know if they're really chicken, but they're really tasty. So that one's good. Never had their shakes or anything else in there. So, but yeah, I think those 2 staples plus their fries have all been pretty solid. So I don't know. Count me in. I'll go. I'm gonna probably go pick some of this stuff up. maybe we'll take pictures and post them, but good on them for getting the tie-in here on this one.
Yeah, I think this is a good call by Lucasfilm Disney to go with Burger King. I think they'll do them right. Again, they have a history with them going all the way back to the original trilogy, so I'm excited to see them back here. I know a lot of people were hoping that like McDonald's would pick them up because of the Happy Meal toys. But and don't get me wrong, they have had McDonald's has had the Star Wars license a couple times.
Yeah.
And the toys that they did provide were actually pretty cool. So, but it's okay. I'm good with Burger King, and I'm looking forward to eating all this food and trying to not make myself sick eating all this food.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd buy all these in one sitting. That just feels like it's a disaster.
Oh no, that's you're not going to work the next day type of thing.
Right.
I'm talking about, I want to try each one, maybe like the burger and the chicken fries, and then maybe at other time something else and the shake. Not trying to do it all at once, because it will get sick if we do that. We're not young like that anymore.
So May 4th is when Burger King launches all of this. Now, speaking of continuing on with The Mandalorian and Grogu, what movie is released these days without popcorn buckets? It seems like there's a whole industry on these things now. Like I've bought one. I don't know, you can really see it, but I even bought the Godzilla popcorn bucket back here on my shelf, and it wasn't even in the movies. Like, this was sold by it was at Alamo Draft House as a separate item, completely independent of the film. They just threw it out there. It was like $38 for this popcorn bucket, and it sold out. And so, like, there's this massive thing, and I've seen popcorn buckets now. Maybe the trend started about 2 or 3 years ago, maybe around COVID, if I want to say.
Yeah, it was around COVID.
And it's crazy, man. Like, some of these things they'll sell for like $35 at the place. And then they end up selling for like over $100. You can triple, quadruple your money on this, but some of them sell out immediately. Well, The Mandalorian is going to have a few of theirs as well. And I suspect that these are going to sell out and be kind of ridiculously priced as well. So let's talk about those.
There's one that I want, and I have to have it.
I think I know which one it is.
When we get there, I'll say that's the one I want.
It's the one I want, probably. But
yeah.
So this is the first one. So I've got Regal Cinemas up, right? And it's 3 major cinema lines right now that have them. So you got Regal, you got AMC, and what was the other one? Cinemark.
Regal, AMC, and Cinemark. Yep.
Yeah. So these are the Regal popcorn buckets. They've got a couple of different ones here. So they've got the Mandalorian and Grogu popcorn bucket. So it's a bust of the Mandalorian and Grogu. There's a light shining there. I don't think it shines, but it says features music. Oh, yeah, it does. Features music and a logo projector. Batteries included as well. So you get batteries for that. I don't know what the price is on this. Let me see this. I have it listed here. I don't know. I can't imagine what this thing. I'm sorry. I'm doing this on the fly when I shouldn't have done that. But I don't know what this is going to cost. I'm going to say if it's got batteries and does light up and stuff, it's probably like $30-$40 at least.
Well, let me give you a reference real quick. So, a couple of weeks ago, the Super Mario Galaxy movie was released, and their real popular popcorn bucket was the Yoshi holding the egg. That at the theater was $50.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes.
So this is going to go for a lot more than that.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
All right. Well, they better at least give you like unlimited refills if you're paying this much for this.
They will. They actually will.
Okay.
And you can actually make use of it, because really it's ridiculous to call these things popcorn buckets where, they have the space where you can actually put popcorn in is probably like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Limited.
You know what I mean? Especially that's the way with the Yoshi one. The Yoshi one, really, you can just fill the egg. And that's probably the equivalent of a small popcorn, if that.
Oh, I think I've seen that where you pick it off and he's holding it. And
well, there's like a drawer that you open the egg and he's holding it, and that's where you put the popcorn. But again, it doesn't hold a good amount of popcorn, so it's not made for that. It's definitely a novelty thing. So
and it says it says it comes with a large popcorn. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the pictures. I'm sure there's video out there of where the actual popcorn goes in this one. I guess. Maybe in his back? I don't know. It's weird, but I don't know where you put popcorn in a bust of a character.
This is
the Clan of Two bust. And then they got this one.
Yes.
This is the one you want, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is cool. And I might buy it anyway.
So this is the Mandalorian and Grogu AT-AT or AT-AT, depending on how old you are. Popcorn bucket. Strap in for a galactic adventure and get your AT-AT collectible popcorn bucket at Regal, featuring sound effects and light up turrets This fan favorite also comes with large popcorn when you. Well, I would hope so.
Yes.
Regal. Thank
At
you.
least give me a large popcorn on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Don't say you're going to put an amount of large popcorn in any of these things, because again, they're not really made to hold popcorn. It's a ruse to buy this stuff, but I want it anyway.
Yes, and this one, I think it lights up on the side over here. If you pull that off, the popcorn goes on the side panel there of the AT-AT. Paisley just came in and said Claude says that the bus plays music and has a logo. The logo projector for the low price of $74.99. So that sounds about right. If that Yoshi one was $50, I can see this one going for $75 pretty easily. And they're going to sell out. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they're going to sell out.
eBay at $300, $400 immediately after.
Yeah, those Yoshi ones are going for $200 on eBay right now. Right. So I have no doubt. But no, this is a close number 2, I would say. And considering that I'm going to probably be watching it, the debut of this at a Regal theater, I'm probably going to pick this up anyway, because another chain has the one that I want.
Yeah. Haley says the AT-AT with lights and sounds is $54.99.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Listen to us trying to rationalize it. Yeah,
we're trying to we're trying to do it already. Yeah,
it's fine. Let's see. Absolutely. So AT-AT collectible container comes large popcorn. And don't worry, batteries are included for $54.99 on this one. And they've got this one, the Mandalorian and Grogu collectible combo. Now, this is probably a more reasonable one. I'd imagine this is still going to go for
a more practical one.
Yeah, more like $25 or something like that, $30 at most.
Well, so I got this combo when I went to see Superman last year. Mm-hmm. And this combo was $45.
Oh, because it's the bucket and the cup, the collectible.
Yeah, it's a bucket and the cup with the full soda, free refills, and this one truly does hold a large popcorn amount.
Yeah,
so
it looks like it is.
It's a practical one, but it was $45.
Now this one does bring back the toppers that we talked about, like from Taco Bell and those guys back when episode 1 came out. It says chosen at random, so you don't get to pick the topper. Although I imagine folks are going to be like, hey man, can you just give me one of the Grogus? I've already got a Mando or whatever. So one of 5 toppers that you get. It doesn't say, at least on here, which kind they have or who the toppers are, but you do get that collectible cup. Yeah,
one is the Mandalorian, one is Grogu.
Yep. What are the other 3 though? It's a matter.
I'm not sure what the other ones are. It could be. Watch, one of them is going to be an Anzellan. It has to be an Anzellan.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, and then they've got the Mandalorian. This is other stuff now. So just merch tie-ins that they've got over at Regal. They've got a little plush here of Grogu. He's got his little medallion, which looks like it's sewn in, so it's all kind of one piece. It says with Beskar armor, and then they got their snacks. So they've got a little thing going. This is the way to snack, and the Mandalorian Grogu icy. This is the way to chill. This is a galactic cherry lime icy, and this is the way to enjoy. Look at that. The Mandalorian and Grogu cocktails.
Look at what they did with the green one.
Yeah, it looks like his ears. Yeah.
Yep.
It says choose from the Force Cooler, a rum-based cocktail with lemon, lime, and a hint of melon, or the Hyperspace Hydrator, a gin-based cocktail with hints of orange and lemon. Blah, blah, blah. Got to be 21 or older to order those. So I don't know, man. I don't drink, but those look really good.
Yeah, those look. I do drink, and those look amazing. So who's this? Regal?
This is all Regal still.
Regal, yeah, Regal. That right now, even though they're the first one we've covered, they're at the top because not only do they have some pretty amazing popcorn buckets and even one that's practical. This other stuff, the icy, these drinks, the snack combo, those are good to go. I think that's good for them to have those available during the run of this movie.
Yeah. But wait, there's more they've also got, let's say if you go see it in 4DX, you get a free patch on opening night only. So you get the Grogu patch there. Are you a big patch person?
I'm not a big patch person, but that's a cool looking patch. I don't know. I like 4DX, but I don't want to see it first in 4DX because it's real distracting.
Yeah.
It's like I saw, back to Superman last year, I saw Superman first in 4DX and I had to see it again because while it was fun to see it in 4DX, I felt like I missed a lot because I was just worried about, is the water going to squirt in my face or am I going to get a big old burst of air in my face or where am I going to shake, Whereas when I saw it again, just in a regular theater, I was able to like actually watch it. So
Yeah.
I don't want to see this in 4DX first. I'm going to see it in IMAX like you should.
I dare anybody to go drop.
Hey everyone, you've been listening to a preview of this Patreon exclusive episode. If you'd like to hear the full episode, as well as a huge back catalog of other Patreon exclusive material, head on over to patreon.com/CantinaCast and sign up for the We Are All the Republic tier at just $2 a month. That'll get you all of the audio episodes, or if video is your thing, please consider the This Is the Way tier at just $5 a month. There's also 2 higher tiers in Now Part of the Tribe and Delusions of Grandeur, which gets you a shout out at the start of every show, your name in the credits at the end, and more. Thank you so much to all of our Patreon members and all of our supporters, and may the Force be with you always.
You're still listening? Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm here to give you the disclaimer. Normally we do a big, long, drawn-out disclaimer thing saying what's what and who's what and all that other stuff, but I think you guys kind of know that Lucasfilm and Disney have no affiliation with us at all, and we have none with them. We talk about Star Wars, which is their property, and all that other good, fun stuff, but I think you can tell which is our stuff and which is their stuff. If you can't, well, then send a lawyer to send an email to me, and I'll be glad to chat with them. Other than that, you know what's what, so that's your disclaimer.